There are a number of challenges to the water sector going forward, and essentially it's about two questions. Will we have enough water, or will we have too much water? So the first one, will there be sufficient water supplies to meet the needs of a growing population? And for the second one, will there be too much surface water, too much rainwater, causing flooding, blocking sewers, causing flooding? The answer to the first one is maybe. The answer to the second one is no. Let me explain what I mean by those. The population of the UK is going to be increasing from around 65 million now to 75 million over the next 10 years. And in London, the fastest growing area, it's going to increase from 13% up to about 9.5 million. So obviously we need to provide sufficient water supplies to meet that growing population. But we can't keep on taking more water out of the environment, especially in the summer months or when demand is at its highest. So we need to capture and store more of that rainwater that falls during the year, especially in London and the southeast and the east. That's going to require major investment. It's going to require long-term planning and engagement with communities in those areas. So essentially we're talking about national infrastructure planning for water. But increasing the storage alone is unlikely to meet all those future demands. We're going to have to look at other measures, so rainwater harvesting, reducing the current volumes of leakage even further, even effluent reuse in some areas. And on top of those measures, we're going to have to look at work on the demand side, so improving water efficiency of our homes and offices and places of work. And also for customers, a better understanding of the value of water, and that's not just the value equaling the cost of their water bill. Let me move on to drainage and the legacy systems that we now have. We can't expect those systems to meet the future demands put on them by increasing rainfall and more intense rainfall from changing weather patterns. And we can't just build our way out of trouble. That would be hugely expensive, have a huge carbon impact and cause massive disruption in urban areas. So we need to prevent a lot of that surface water getting into sewers in the first place. So more sustainable solutions to reduce flood risk and reduce the risk of pollution of watercourses downstream. And on top of these water supply and drainage challenges, there's also, if you like, the day-to-day running of the business. And we still have to replace aging networks and renew some treatment works that are no longer perhaps fit for purpose and no longer meet new standards coming in. And surprisingly, water networks are an average age of 100 years, sewers are around 200 to 300 years. So looking forward, are we facing a cliff edge of failures and huge investment needs? And we're doing more research on that at the moment. But then comes a challenge to all challenges. There's going to be increasing downward pressure on bills. So there's an issue about affordability and customers' willingness to pay in the future. And another challenge, especially for the engineering, infrastructure and the water sectors, is having enough people and the right people to meet these challenges. So essentially, are we getting enough school leavers and graduates with the right STEM qualifications who are going to become the future scientists, the future engineers, the future technicians that can deliver these outcomes that we're going to need in the future?